Hey there, fellow classic comic collectors. As always, I'm Scott Harris King, and today I'm back with another haul video, another store visit video. As I mentioned last time around, my wife and I, for the week after Christmas, we decided to go on a week-long trip to go to some of the Christmassy vacation towns in southern New England. Went through Rhode Island and into Connecticut, and along the way we visited a bunch of comic book stores. Now, last time I talked about the time capsule in Seekonk, Mass. That was the first one we went to. These are not all going to be in order because there were some stores where I only got a couple things. I'm sort of bunching them together. So eventually we're going to get to that part where we went to Newport. I'll talk about the city of Newport, Rhode Island, and the comic store there, as well as some of the other places. But after a couple days in Newport, we trundled along on our way over to Mystic, Connecticut, but on the way we stopped at a comic book store in North Kingston, Rhode Island. Now, in North Kingston, there's a Christmas village. It's a village, and they celebrate Christmas there, and that's called Wickford Village. And Wickford Village is a little town where it has I forget exactly what they say, but it's something like the most colonial era homes that are still being lived in. So the whole town basically, they're all homes that were built in either the 18th century or the early federal era, so like 1800, 1820. So the whole town is all those. They're all still being lived in. And the little downtown area there, they have this super cute area with all these shops, antique stores, and art galleries and stuff like that, and they really do up Christmas. They have Christmas parades and Christmas lights, and they have a horse-drawn carriage that goes up and down the town. And so we were like, wow, this is going to be great, and I'm sure that it is, except we were there 2 days after Christmas, and almost everything was closed because they all had signs saying that they were on vacation the week after Christmas. So they had been so busy up to Christmas that everybody wanted to take the week off. So the town looked super cute, a lot of great architecture, a lot of great history, very cute town. We still got to see the horse-drawn carriage, but 70% of the stores were closed the day we were there. So that's one where if you're going to be going there, go before Christmas. So next time we decide to try there, we're going to plan this a little bit differently, and we're going to go before Christmas instead of after Christmas. We were trying to find places that still had the Christmas spirit, but one place that definitely had the Christmas spirit, in that I was able to buy a bunch of presents for myself, was Fantasy Zone, which is also in North Kingston. Now, the Wickford Village I was just mentioning is just a part of the town in North Kingston, but if you keep going a little further north, you'll find a little strip mall on the side of Route 1, which is not very Christmassy, but super hidden gem. Can't say enough good things about this fantastic store. I knew as soon as I walked in the store that it was going to be my kind of store. It's got tons of long boxes of back issues, Silver Age, Bronze Age, Copper Age. They also have a giant section of used books, fantasy sci-fi novels, horror novels, mystery novels. And of course, I walked in first thing, I looked in the first bin. I could tell they had a bunch of titles that had title headers in the boxes for titles you do not normally see broken out. So I was like, here we go. Looked at the first box, Adventure Comics, a bunch of Silver Age issues, and they were all like $5, $6 each. And so I was like, boom goes the dynamite. So I spent quite a bit of time. There's going to be a caveat to the end of this, but I ended up buying a few really cool things for myself. I ended up not buying something super cool for myself because I just didn't have the money to spend on it. And then I got a giant pile of comics for one of you viewers. It's spoiler alert. It's Tartan Phantom. So I have his checklist, and sometimes we look out for each other's comics and stuff. He knows what I'm looking for, vice versa. And one thing that he's a big collector of that's not that easy to find, and that there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, is Charlton Horror, and they had a whole long box. So let me show you the stuff I got, and then I'm going to show you the stuff that I got for Tartan Phantom. first thing I got is something that I already have. It's Warlord number 35. Now, a little while ago, by the time this comes out, I'll probably have done the next part and have shown this again. But I was working on my Complete Run Madness video series showing my Complete Run of Warlord, and I got up to issue 35, and it was missing. And that's because I had taken it out of my collection to do a video where I was doing a guest on someone else's channel, and I don't know what I did with it. I spent quite a bit of time looking for it. I could not find it. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy another one. It was $3, and actually they gave me a big discount at the end because I bought so much stuff. So I'll just get another one. That'll allow me to keep doing the videos because I don't know where that other one is. While I was looking through the box of horror, I found a couple things for myself. Now, I don't know where my checklist is for this. Another thing I've lost is my part of my checklist where I have Sorcery. I'm slowly putting together this run that Archie put out under their Red Circle Comics Group banner in the 70s that was all done by Gray Morrow. And they changed titles a couple times. They changed the publishing banner a couple times. But I think it ran for 14 issues total. And I have 9 or 10 of them at this point. But this I did not recognize. So I bought this. It's issue 10 with a pirate-themed horror cover. Cursed to forever wander the seven seas. I'm going into a pirate brogue here. The bygone buccaneers plunder the present in Pirate Island. Arr. Another short-run series that I have most of, but not all of. And here's, again, a cover I didn't recognize, so I'm pretty sure I don't have it. It's Haunted Love number 9. And it's a pretty nice copy. It's actually quite nice. It's got a non-color breaking corner crunch. The book was dropped at some point, not by me. There's some great kind of painted covers on this series. The only issues of them is they're printed very dark, so I wish they were printed. But it's a Don Newton cover, so really cool. I don't collect Gold Key and Dell. I don't know, they just don't interest me that much. But this is one that I've had my eye on for a while, and I haven't actually seen it anywhere until this time. And here it is. It's Jet Dream and her stunt girl counter spies, because I do like my action heroines. So we got some female heroes kicking butt. Jet and her acro buttes play human shields for a generalissimo worth 2 million dead. Jet Dream and her stunt girl counter spies. Bum bum bum. And finally, here's something I was super excited to get. This is the last of the books that I got for myself. But I was very happy to get this. Solid low grade copy. Has a little bit of water damage on one corner and staining, but not a big deal. Classic Archie cover. I was very happy to get this for this price. $6 before the discount. It's Archie number 102. So Archie 100 and 101 get all of the hype, and for good reason, because they both have classic Lucy covers, but this one does too. And while those are all focused on Veronica, this is the focus of this is the car, the classic car. So 10-cent Archie with a classic cover. Great price for this. Very excited to get this one. So that was, I want to say it was one of the bigger ones left on my list, but I want to eventually get from issue 50 and up. And of the ones I'm missing, there's a couple that are much more expensive than this, particularly 68, I think is the big one that I'm still missing. But this is right up there. There's only a couple others that are in the same ballpark as 102 in terms of the ones I'm missing. So I was very happy to get that. Before I show you the stuff I got for Tarn Fam, I'll say that the thing that I didn't buy for myself as I was walking out, it's not the last time you'll hear me say this, but as I was walking out, I looked over, and what should I see on the shelf but a complete set of Blazing Combat, all 4 issues of the black and white war magazine from the early 60s. That was trying to do for war magazines what Creepy and Eerie did for horror magazines. so where they could do some serious adult stuff because didn't need to be code approved because it was magazine form, and they brought in all of these great war artists from the 50s, from EC and stuff, to do it. It's fantastic, and I don't have any of them. And they had the full set. It was $75 for the full set, which I think is a reasonable price. They're not that easy to find, and I usually see them 20 to 30 each. So to get the whole set of all four for 75, I think would have been a great deal. I just didn't want to spend $75. I just don't have the income for that right now, so reluctantly left it behind. But let me show you the stuff that I got for Tarn Fam. I'm going to go through these pretty quick, but if you like Charlton horror, check this out. Okay, Beyond the Grave, number 3. Ghostly Tales, number 83. A number of these have Ditko covers. Ghostly Tales, 104. There's a Pat Boyette, like painted gray wash sort of cover. Really cool. Ghost Manor 50 with the one-eyed demon teddy bear cover. There's a few covers in here. I saw them and I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And I was going to buy them for myself if he didn't need them. But of course he needed all of the ones that I wanted. Ghost Manor 16. I don't really collect these titles. I just get the ones that have the cool covers. Ghost Manor 60. Some Ditko reprints. Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves 35. Another Ditko. Here's one of the ones that I was definitely going to buy for myself if he didn't need it. It's the Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves number 60. Check out this cover, man. Check that out. Huh? Oh, man. How cool is that? Oh, dude. Oh, man. Haunted, number 16. Another Ditko. Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library, number 63, with a Wayne Howard cover. Very cool. Very underrated. I really like Wayne Howard's throwback, EC Wally Wood style, which he doesn't even attempt to pretend it's not. Baron Werewolf's Haunted Library number 59. Speaking of Wayne Howard, it's Midnight Tales number 3. His art's really cool. It's really cool. Midnight Tales number 16. And then the later continuation / reprint from the mid 80s, 1985. It's a 75-cent Charlton. It's Professor Coffin number 19. And Professor Coffin number 20. Don't see these that often. Another super cool cover. Joe Staton. Scary Tales number 1. And here's an awesome cover that I absolutely would have bought for myself. I think it's another Joe Staton. I think so. It's Scary Tales number 20. Look at this awesome cover. How cool are these, man? Yeah, I would have bought that one too. Scary Tales number 21. This looks like a cover from Unexpected. Scary Tales number 42. This is a Ditko cover. Scary Tales number 43. And finally, much earlier, it's Unusual Tales number 24. It's a 10-cent Charlton with a Giordano cover. So here's the kicker. Um, Went through the whole box, found all of this stuff, everything in here priced $9 or less. Go up there, I've got this giant pile of stuff. They give me a great discount, like 20% off. So like the prices were fantastic. The selection, as you can see, fantastic. And I was like, this place is great. And as I'm leaving, again, I'll notice there's more long boxes up at the front. And the reason that everything in those other boxes was $9 and less is that they had a separate section for all of their books that were $10 and higher, which I didn't really even look at because I didn't see it until we were already ready to leave. And I had already spent a long time going through all the other boxes to get this stuff. And so I did a quick look, and sure enough, there was more of all of the stuff. There was more Charlton horror. There was more Silver Age stuff, Golden Age stuff. There was stuff, a lot of stuff in there that was 10 plus. So I definitely could have gotten a lot more, but I didn't see that. Like I didn't know that was happening. So if you go to Fantasy Zone, just keep that in mind. Up at the front of the store, they have a section. I think it's called Wall Books in a Box. Everything that's $10 or more is up at the front. So it doesn't mean that if you're looking for specific titles or whatever, you're going to have to look twice, once in the regular section and once in the wall book section. But all of that stuff I just got, there's only one that was even priced at $9. All the rest of this stuff was between $3 and $8. So just great selection, great store, very nice people. Again, they gave me a discount, a bulk discount. So just really great place. So if you're in the area, if you're gonna go see some colonial houses or some Christmas spirit, or you just happen to be in the Providence area, it's just south of Providence, not too far off of 95 if you're driving through the area. Again, Fantasy Zone, North Kingston. Check it out. And let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you next time.